Hey everybody, this is Asher. We're going to be playing some Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide today, which if you are familiar with Final Fantasy III in the United States, this is the randomizer version of it. There's a few different sort of ROM hacks out there, but this is one that caught my attention a few weeks ago, and I've been really enjoying it so far. If you're not familiar with randomizer, sit down, strap in. You're going to be in for quite a fun ride here. But we're going to dive kind of into this. The goal for this run today is to eventually kill Kefka, but along the way we've got to gear up, find stuff by exploring the world, but we have Airship, World of Ruin, and World of Balance access right away. So spoilers ahoy if you've ever played this game. Let's go ahead, press A, start the timer, get started. I always start on the black screen. I don't know what the standard would be, but you do start on an airship. We have Sabin today. That is a very interesting start because I am using an Xbox 360 controller with a terrible gamepad. So you guys get to watch me screw up Bumrush a lot. I was kind of hoping to not have to do that, but you know what? We're just going to play it as it gives it to us. I've already had one mess up where I screwed up the flags earlier because there's a few things to know about the randomizer here. First off, well, we can probably do that in a minute. First off, you start off with 3 movable charms, which means you do not have to get encounters whenever you want to. I'm moving the battle speed to 6 because that makes it the enemies attack less, but our ATB bar goes the same. But as this is a randomizer, there are a lot of places we need to check. Treasure chest, shops, those are all shuffled around. And if you're not familiar with what that means, you're about to see. But also there are locations that have either equipment, characters, or Espers. Espers in Final Fantasy VI are the things that teach you magic. Heal Rod's awful. Again, oh great. Now this is one thing that you do get sometimes. If you have certain characters in here, you're going to get some little story talking here. So you can see everything is shuffled. And we're going to have somebody shout at Sabin again, which is one reason I try to avoid these shops if he's starting out, but I forgot because I wasn't talking. There are a few things that I'm specifically looking for early on. I am looking for warp stones. Pearl Rod's a little better. I'm looking for warp stones, and I'm also looking for the dried meat. But you can see here, that's not Edgar sitting on the throne. We got the Force Armor. Yes, that is equipment that you get at the end of the game that we can not equip on Sabin, unfortunately. Why does it always seem like he doesn't want to equip the things that'll actually help him later? But we recruit other characters, it'll be okay. Now, don't mind too much the split on the bottom left there. Those are just comparing, it should be comparing against average times. It might actually not be. Yeah, average segments. And usually I do get either an Esper or a character there. I've been in kind of a funny streak lately where I don't, but this is the fun part about randomizers is that it's never all the same. So we have a few locations to check first, and as this randomizer does continue in development here, what we're gonna get is some changes eventually where like some of these free checks don't really pan out into anything. So we got Starlet, which is really good healing magic, but not exactly what we want. For Sabin, because we want to abuse his Bumrush Blitz, which relies not on strength as you may have thought as a kid, but off of magic, we want to get stuff that can actually increase his magic. So we know they sell warp stones here. Hopefully we'll be able to find them somewhere else because we don't have any money. Fire rods. So this is a really good shop to come back to. Fire rods are going to let us blast through the Tritok fight really fast, which is one thing we're going to want to do because we're going to be staying level 5 for a while, and we're going to be staying low level for a while. So next stop we have is Gauss' daddy's house. We're not going to stop to talk to him, though, especially because Sabin's in the front of our party, because that'll just trigger all the story sequences here. So you can see we have, and once again, I'm going to be checking item shops because I want to find the dried meat. Even if I don't have the gold to buy it yet, that will let me recruit somebody off of the belt. So we got Tritok as well. Now, Tritok is excellent because that is exactly what I was saying I wanted before. We're actually going to equip it to Sabin right now. See, Starlet gives us 2 stamina. Stamina doesn't do a lot for us, but plus 2 magic power per level starting from level 5. I honestly don't care about Sabin getting the spells. I want him to get that magic power because it makes him a powerhouse later on. Obviously, he's already a pretty strong one here. But next stop here is one thing that is something that I really underestimated when I picked up this randomizer, but I've come to learn to understand that Final Fantasy VI, one of the reasons I was able to trounce it as a small child was because I could over-level everything, but if you want to do things not at level 60, such as going fast, like in a speedrun and a randomizer, gear is the name of the game, which means popping boxes as much as you can for good things, bad things, other things, even things to sell. Like we already have a shopping list for some stuff that we want. We actually know the town where they're at. Earrings is really nice as well. I'm going to go ahead and equip them now because earrings also increase magic damage. You can correct me if I'm wrong if you want to, but I believe they also increase blitz damage for things like Bumrush, which, once again, I do have an airship. I can totally fly the World of Ruin right now, but I'm not yet. For like most randomizers, everyone kind of has their own little route that they like to do, and I could have totally checked the Southern Continent shops and I didn't. Yeah, we'll go, since I parked next to, is this Nikia? I'm still getting the names down, which is really dumb. I used to know this a lot better. Or I mean like the names and stuff a lot better, but if you don't use it, you lose it, I guess. Let's see here. So nothing here. I mean, there's some good stuff here, but we don't even have a lot to sell yet. But the nice thing is that there are a lot of treasure chests that are in fact available to us, and some of them are pretty free to get to as well. Like you don't have to do a lot of fighting. Like for instance, the Returner's Hideout. Now you can do the Ultros fight event on here. I typically don't for two reasons. One, it takes a really long time. It's an auto-scroller with a lot of fights, and our goal is to go fast today. But the other, maybe more imperative reason, is because everything in this game is scaled, and you'll get a sense of that a little bit later when we start taking some fights. Right now, the enemies are scaled to level 5. Unfortunately, Ultros, the boss of that river place, has an attack that doesn't really play nicely with the scaling, so it can one-shot us, and I'd rather not go through a long auto-scroller only to get one shot, even if I do have Sabin, who's going to be plenty strong at this level because he does have Pummel, which once again, you're going to get a good laugh out of just how great I am with my D-pad skills. I am working on getting a solution for actually running with a Super Nintendo controller, but we're not going to be doing that today. We're on the stupid Xbox controller that, well, when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it usually doesn't. But I'm going to take a quick detour here. If you're still sticking with me on here for YouTube, I don't normally make this request, but I'm just going to do it here today because I do like Worlds Collide as much. It would really help out a lot, especially for getting YouTube to learn what Worlds Collide is, if you were to give this video a like. And that's just literally a YouTube algorithm thing. It's not going to affect my channel. I don't even monetize my channel anymore. There's probably old videos with stuff on there, but no, it's like I said, I really want people to know more about this and kind of have an opportunity to say, oh, there's a new Final Fantasy 6 thing, and it's really injected a lot of life into the game, as randomizers tend to do. But that's my side piece. We're still looking for dried meat. We got some things to sell, though, and unlike Final Fantasy 1, we can actually sell what we want to sell, like over here. I'm not going to yet, because we have a lot of boxes to open and self-figure out. Now, if you're familiar with the story for this game, there's a first point where you get here where everything's okay, another point where you come over here and the town is occupied. And you can hear the safe music right now, but... Oh, experience egg. That's not super useful for me right now, depending on what strat I want to take, though. It could be really useful, because the enemies are scaled to the highest level character, which right now is level 5. But you can see here, this is an area you can get to even kind of at the beginning of the game, but because we have a movable charm, we can just walk around here, and some of these treasure chests, they may not have anything, they may have something. Wall rings situationally useful, especially for some solo strats. Do we have a character in here? We don't! We got the Magicite Phantom. Now Phantom, let me click the right thing, there we go. Yes, I do have to manually click these things. Phantom does teach some interesting spells, but what we wanted for Sabin to pump up his magic power is what we have. So right now we're looking for ways to support Sabin. Now, one of the downers about Sabin's abilities is that he actually cannot aim where it's going at, so there's going to be some multi-target boss fights at the end of the game that may cause some problems. So we need to give him some good support. But right now, we're still in the early game. We're just popping open boxes. We're totally not rescuing Celes today because, well, she may be somewhere else in the world. But there's some locations that it's probably a good time to mention as well. There is a method to my madness. Right now, I'm just trying to get the fastest checks that I can, along with the most boxes that I can pop open all at once. But depending on how things lay out, like right now I only have one character, there's some other checks that I can do that have to be a character. There's some other checks I can do that have to be Magicite. So we'll get what we need. We just may not get them in the order that we were expecting, which is fine. Alright, so we have gone all throughout all these areas. I'm going to do one more check just because it's about as free of a check as you can get. And that is Doma Castle. Now, there is a chance that it's going to be a Magicite, which means that poor Sabin here will have to do the fighting. But if it's another character, that other character will have to do the fighting. So we'll know real quick. And I also like this check because it lets me pop open some more boxes. And it's Go-Go. Well, wonderful. The nice thing about Go-Go without anybody else in your party is that he... No, how do I put this? Go-Go is a character who is a secret. You don't have to unlock him, but he can only have the abilities of your other characters. Fortunately, he can do blitzes right now. Unfortunately, Pummel is one of the hardest blitzes to pull off on this controller because the way the D-pad works. But I'm going to try. Oh, first try. So there we go. He's level 5. The nice thing about the leader fight is that it shouldn't give me any experience. But we're not actually going to take Go-Go with us right now. So let's see. Once again, there's a few things we still need to buy before we go to the World of Ruin. So we got some stuff to buy, some stuff to sell. We're going to have everybody run away. We're going to have an opportunity to add Go-Go to our party, but we are going to stay solo around him. Now, we will want him later, because there are some checks that may feel really strange to do early in the game that we're going to get to in just a minute. But with 3 Moogle Charms, which you don't have to play with 3 Moogle Charms, you can play with 1 or none, it allows us to do some checks in the World of Ruin that you may not expect, because suddenly there's no fight and there's no boss fights. Which I always am interested in hearing just kind of the development story for Final Fantasy VI, where they literally did so well in their production for the World of Balance. They're like, you know what? We have extra time and resources. Let's add a whole second world. I know we just did that in Final Fantasy V, but yeah, let's do it again. It's really kind of a counter to what you hear about development hell nowadays. But this is in the later stages of the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, so yeah, it's not super surprising. Didn't even mean to make a pun there. But it's not incredibly surprising that they had gotten really efficient at what they were making. Speaking of efficiency, I'm going to do something a little inefficient here. One thing I try to do when routing my stuff is to fly from south to north. You're going to see me do that a lot. The reason for that is because your airship always defaults pointing north, whether you want it to or not. So this is not the item shop. We are going to sell a few things here, so we might as well rearrange. We're not going to sell a Moogle Charm. That would be a disaster, especially because I haven't saved yet. We're about to, so... Okay. Would help if I didn't back out of the item shop. So what don't we need? Regal Cutlass, don't need it. Fire Knuckle, that's probably worth selling, because I probably don't need it. Mutikin Suit only sells for 1. Yeah, see, this is one thing that they will... That's kind of on the to-do list, is all these rare items end up having really no value, which seems okay here, and it kind of is okay here. The problem is when you get to playing with completely random shops where any item can appear anywhere, and suddenly you can buy a bunch of paladin shields instead of the armor that's there for 1 gold. Okay, so we want fire rods. We can't afford them yet. It's fine. We're not going to do Tritok yet. We may still find Locke. Locke can unlock the places in Narsh, which makes our Narsh check a little bit more efficient here. You may notice that there is a possibility of me going to Narsh if you're familiar with this randomizer. The reason I am not doing it is because the Welk fight, even for the scaling that you have early in the game, is just a really big HP suck. So still no dried meat. We may not end up needing it, but yeah, I try to save the Welk fight until I'm starting to run around with 4 characters. That's just how I route this, but we have done our safety save. We're in the World of Ruin now. The reason that I did a safety save is because there is a boss that flies around this area. Okay, always mess up this landing. Called Zone Seek, and he starts off the battle with level 5 Doom, which means if your character has a multiple of 5 for their level, they die. And we're level 5, so we would die. Which is not great. And you can see, once again, I'm a little behind on my splits, but I'm not super concerned about that. We're kind of walking and talking at the same time. Was really excited. The other weapon that I'm looking for right now is an enhancer. Not exactly the highest priority because I don't know who can carry it, but an enhancer is a weapon that increases your magic power by holding it. It's one of the few items that do that you can buy in a shop, because you can't always rely on getting a Magus Rod. Now, if you're familiar with this part of the story, you know that in the World of Ruin, this is where you pick up Sabin. Whoops! There's the Light of Creation. Spoiler alert, Kefka wins. Yeah, so we are going to just wander around, let those people go crazy. We got some dude back here who wants to sell us something for 16,776. It's not a bad price. But look at that little imp just holding up the thing. We're going to go... I like to think of this as the smash and grab. We have 6 minutes to loot this giant house. It's not really great. I mean, technically we're saving a child, but we also just made 25,000 gold. So, I mean... yeah, it's fine. And the reason I'm skipping that box is because there's a monster in a box in it. They are also shuffled, so we don't know. It could be a big scary ninja that's going to take a lot of time, or big scary pugs that take up a lot of time. The thing is that, once again, our goal is to go fast, so we don't really want to lose a lot of time. So skipping that monster, getting Dragoon Boots, which is great vendor bait. And now the question is this more gear, or is this actually something decent? It's a little interesting that Sabin disappeared there. I'm not used to that. Okay, that's just... okay, that shouldn't have happened, but we have saved our imp friend. I think his name's actually Kappa. And they're gonna nod. We don't get any of the text here. Hey, Ale. Time to learn some Asher strats. We got marble shoes, so that means that I have done 3 checks that are a waste of time. That's your strategy talk for the day. Actually, I got a lot of gold. I could totally do Tri-Talk now, but I kind of want to wait because Tri-Talk has a lot of... might as well buy the auto crossbow just in case we run into the other brother Figaro, or Figaro. I always pronounced it Figaro as a kid, and that's definitely not correct. That's what I did. Okay, time to safety save, because we're going to go to everybody's favorite cave next, and that is the Phoenix Cave. Because if we're disappointed before about not being able to get Espers or characters, the nice thing about Phoenix Cave is that... wait, why are you going to this early? It's scary. You have 2 parties. You have to navigate everything. There's a red dragon in there. Those are all true, but there is no boss. The boss, I guess, technically is the friendships you made along the way. Now, if I was hunting dragons, which is something L. Markin is also talking about in Discord before, I could have waited to get a 3rd character here, maybe some better Espers, and see if I can get 50 magic points. I say 50. In the default game, they give 10, but because the randomizer, we have boosted experience, we have boosted magic point gain, boosted gold gain as well, so... did I actually... I think I did give you Noble Charm. Okay. It's like, I would have gotten in a fight by now. We're going to be doing a few spike walks here. It's technically faster if I don't step on this and just let Go-Go step on everything. And it's technically faster if I skip these chests. But I do like popping open boxes. What can I say? I'm a sucker for treasure. But all that for an X potion. All that for a gold shield. Already found more shields than I did in the run yesterday. Which is, this is one of those things that, just because I'm playing this, putting this on YouTube, playing this on Twitch, I do not have, like, total mastery of this, like maybe some other people who've run Final Fantasy 6 a lot longer. There's still a lot of things there's a lot of things I've learned. I've completed seeds, but at the same time, I know enough to know how much I don't know, which is one of the first steps you have to take to mastery for anything. So, at this point, I'm just going to try and go bold, not screw things up. You just got spiked for a green cherry. Good job. No, that's true. No enemies running over spikes. Well, I did actually, one of the fun things, Ale, about the pressure plates before was that I did a frame-perfect screen swap where, of course I didn't do it there, it was over here, where I stepped on the plate and the spikes didn't move. But I think that is you have to get it on just the right frame, and I don't have those MLG, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the kids are calling that stuff anymore, because 360 no scope is probably what the old people say now. As a old person, I can at least vouch for that. But yeah, sorry that I'm talking over this great cave music, and sorry I'm skipping all of the really interesting, terrifying fights that are in this dungeon. I still remember that one of the last times I played this casually a few years ago, I actually got lost and didn't understand how to get through. It's one of the things where I think I got really disoriented because there were so many fights. And when I did this the first time in Worlds Collide, I was like, wow, that's it? I mean, it's fairly simple, but it is a party swapping bonanza, which is not really something that I was used to back when I was playing this in the 90s. We're going to do a stupid quick check here. Is it safe, dragon? Nope. If we make contact with that side on the side of that dragon, we're going to take a fight that we are going to lose. I like when I fight the dragon, when I fight the red dragon, I want to have 2 party members and get rid of all of his magic points so he can't cast any more spells. But that usually means one of my party members dies early. Empty. What a waste. But because it's not a safe fight, because I'm only in here with 2 party members total, we're just gonna skip that one chest, which, unlike Final Fantasy Randomizer, is one of the settings that you can do that makes some treasure chests have a chance for better treasure. Right now, all the chests in here are just completely random. It's just everything is actually shuffled, and we got Terra and an Esper. So let me make sure I don't missplit that. I actually kind of did. So see, once again, we don't get a lot of story dialogue, but the Magicite Bahamut, now that's really good. We're already on better track already. Nice thing about Bahamut is that, and I'll just pull this up in just a second. Nice thing about Bahamut, if you do not know, he teaches Flare. He also gives a really big HP bonus per level, which is one of the few level up bonuses that you care about. I'm going to press and hold Y to strafe while flying so I don't hit Zone Seek on accident. But yeah, Flare is a spell that bypasses, unless I'm completely horribly mistaken, it bypasses Reflect, which there's some bosses later in the game that really like to use Reflect. Now we're going to have a brief story sequence where good old Sabin is going to meet up with his master Duncan, who everyone was talking about at the beginning of the game, and here he is. Just randomly his house shows up. Now the reason I'm doing this is that you do learn, what's that skill called? Bumrush this way. So we're just gonna, I mean, it takes a little bit of time. Technically we are wasting time right now. But the important thing is that Bumrush is so good, it makes a lot of fights really easy, even if you can't totally target, that it's worth getting, especially because we got Tritok out. So he's gonna have a fully buffed out Bumrush, which let's talk about that for a second. As I said, Espers will give you stats as you gain a level. But one of the challenges that I face anytime I'm running this is, what level do I want to do the final fight at? Because at least the settings that I'm playing right now, the final boss, Capca, all the other bosses, they're scaled to the level that you're at. They're not easy, and some of the abilities definitely will wipe you if I try and go in there at level 5. But maybe I go in there at 18, maybe I go in there at 22, maybe I go in there at 40. There's choices that you got to make here. I think the lowest that I've successfully done is 18. I'm not exactly sure what my plan is today, but I do know where I'm going next. So I'm going to safety save lives every time. I'm going to break my own rule about flying north every time. I should have done Zone Seek first. I said Zone Seek. I meant Zozo's, or not Zozo's Cave. I'm getting all these things mixed up. This is the problem with me talking right now. Anyway, Zone Eater, which is a big worm over here. This is how you unlock Go-Go. Hopefully he's not going to demi us. No, we got the first encounter in gold. I'm sure there's a name for that, but I don't know what it is. Look, we're dead. Game over. And now we're going to go to some of the trolliest music for some of the trolliest NPCs in this game. Or maybe I'll get it first try and not worry about it. So this music is totally out of character for the rest of the soundtrack. But we got these green shirts here, and they troll us in 2 ways. Oh, Thunder Shield. Oh, I got an elemental shield right away. Can you actually equip it? Because that would be... Yes, you can. Good. The thing about the elemental shields is that they teach you the class 2 of spells. So I can be learning... Okay, we're going to get trolled here. Anytime you run into them or they run into you and the collision detection is really funky, they will knock you down like Garland in Final Fantasy. So here we go again. Once again, if we didn't have the Moogle Charm, we'd have to deal with fights at this area too. Which I did obviously put it back on. That's one of my worst mistakes that I made. Now, I technically can jump past this guy. Just go right. It's totally random which way it goes. I really don't want to skip that chest. Okay. All that for a Phoenix down. Now, this guy doesn't come over here, so... Come on. Oh, no. This might be faster anyway. Yeah, like I said, you get the trolley music with the trolley dudes, and we're all having a great time, and I really hope I bought warp stones. I'm pretty sure I did. Because otherwise we'd have to walk out of here, which then we'd want to get knocked out. Oh god, okay. I was really worried he turned left all of a sudden. But if you want to know what era this game came in, we do have a save point. Why would we have a save point, you ask? We have a save point because we have an actual instant death section in an RPG. Which maybe this feels like Eye of the Beholder or something, I don't know. But if that smashes you, it's immediately game over, which makes sense because canonically we are inside the Zone Eater right now. So we're inside a giant worm. I could get that treasure chest, but I don't feel as confident as maybe some other people would. Because that would smash and kill me, and that's a time waste having to do that whole trolley people again. And now we're in the worm's colon. And now we're in this area where there's magically treasure chests that we can hop up and down. And don't freak out about me missing that one treasure chest right there. We're going to go get it. But first we got to see who's in here. It's another Magicite. Crusader. So we're getting all of our really high level things early. Crusader teaches you Meteo, but more importantly, Crusader is famous for having a Esper ability that kills you and the enemy. So using the item Magicite can sometimes randomly summon Crusader, and as I learned in my childhood, never do that. Okay. We have warp stones, right? Right, yes. Well, it's not the place that warp stones should have ended up. Yeah, good Espers so far. Yeah, I have no complaints. Literally the only thing I'm missing right now is a way to cast life. And possibly like Zone Seek for the shell here. I think we're going to go back to the World of Balance for now. There's a lot of shops I can check in the World of Ruin though. So, we're done with our free checks. I'm pretty sure. We have Narsh that we can do. We've already done Doma. But this is where the game branches out a little bit, because now we have some choices to make. We don't have a full slate of characters. It's possible I get one here. You know what we do. We know what we do in this situation. We're going to do a lot of fights that don't give us experience anyway, so we might as well just go ahead and get our party out. Go-Go says ... Now, once again, I'm being very sensitive to my party's levels right now, because I do not want them gaining levels before I'm ready for them to. So, do we have anything super exciting that you can use? We don't really need to experience it. We'll give you a ribbon, because we all need hair accessories. I've lost a lot of time doing inventory management stuff before too. Crusader, MP plus 50. HP plus 50 is a little more important. We're not gaining levels right now. So I guess we'll try and passively learn some of those spells. And this is all just to make some of the mandatory fights that we're going to be doing next go a little bit faster. So, just some strategies here. We do have, I I think my count's right. We're on number 8. We're a little bit behind on my average time, so it's fun that I'm doing this for YouTube and getting a slower run. Yeah, we have 3 characters. We have 5 Espers, and we have a final boss. Or you could say it's a final boss. Now, if I could find dried meat, that would actually let me recruit somebody in the belt. But for now, we're going to play a game called We Didn't Start the Fire. We can't hit Bumrush. Oh, we hit it! And then the nice thing about Go-Go is that he will mimic you doing Bumrush. The not nice thing about Go-Go is he will also mimic you missing Bumrush. So that's where I try and wait on what to mimic. One thing I did incorrectly in my fight with Kefka yesterday was actually having Go-Go mimic Cella's. I tried to pummel there. Pummel's just not good news. But I had Go-Go mimic Cella's runic. Oh, we got lock. Oh, this is perfect! Because this just means we can actually fly into... yeah, we can do World of Ruin Narsh now. Probably faster just for saving the frames if I fight instead of Bumrush. Plus, it saves me the embarrassment of actually, like, missing blitzes on these scripted fights. And this is exactly why I gave the Espers out a little bit, is that if we got this series of encounters, and there's 3 of them, they do get magic points. Now, Terra naturally learns Cure and Cure 2, but we are not going to be getting those for her for quite some time. Also, fun fact, if you haven't already noticed, the weapons and items are all randomized here, and I had a run recently where Sabin was hitting things not with claws, but with Realm's Rainbow Brush. So you got the stuff from Starlet that you want. Let's start learning the Homets. Oh, you can't actually trigger it from the front, just like the game. Cute, okay. Swing. Let's get the Bumrush first try this time. There we go. Like I said, I'm not joking. Ale, Turnus, you both watch my stream. You know how much I miss Bumrush on this terrible controller. Like, I hit it every time on the Super Nintendo controller. I just haven't gotten around to picking one up that I can use on the desktop. Did I not split? I didn't split. Alright, we'll just add Locky now. Alright. There are trap chests here. I'm not going to check them because I don't really need them. For Mr. Lock. Yeah. We want to try and get healing spells as much as possible. You'd be surprised at the amount of mileage you can get with Cure 2, depending on when you take on the boss. You can see I'm backing it up. So here is the Phantom Train. I do not normally do this first. In fact, I think the experience isn't really worth messing up a lot of the early routing, but one thing I like to do while I'm here, Ale, and I'm sure you can be happy with these strats, is that in order to get the item here, they did patch it recently to where you will pick it up when you kill the Phantom Train. But you can also check and see what gets here. So, Ragnarok the Sword, which is interesting, but not really necessary. Especially because we have flare access. My goal is going to be to do a lot of magic and bum rushing. So we're not going to be doing Phantom Train unless we're desperate. Sorry, no suplex trains today. However, we are going to fight one of my favorite bosses in this game. The boss with the best spelled name in maybe the entire Final Fantasy series. Which I know in later renditions they did correct it and call it Tunnel Armor. But, well, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of juvenile. And sometimes I just need a laugh. Oh, Ice Shield. Oh, look, we're getting shields this time. I did a run last night where I literally got 2 shields the entire run. So this is a nice change. Now, can my people equip them? I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Because we want them to be equipped, because we want them to actually learn the spells. Like you can see, he's 50% to Bolt 2. And we're going to be moving those around as well. And yes, I did make a lot of wrong turns when I was learning this at first. I'm a little better now. I still make wrong turns. Genji Glove's actually pretty good with the Ragnarok available. Because we'll have to see what other weapons present themselves. If we get fixed dice, then yeah, that could be really, really good. But for now, let's fight our favorite boss. It's Tunnel Armor! The hardest boss in the game. Can't we steal from him? No, because he died! Okay, so Tunnel Armor is no more. We didn't even need to use Runic, but that's part of, once again, the scaling being for our highest level character, which is currently Sabin, Go-Go, and I believe Locke. One thing I ran into, Magicite Siren. Siren's good, but doesn't really cover any bases that we don't already have, except I think she teaches Mute. Which Mute's really important, because it can lock down one of the parts of the final boss battle, so I'm not going to ignore it. Oh, wow. That was disgusting. You're welcome. That was a nice nacho verb. So we'd still have a few places we can go. So let's do that before we do the nurse checks, because we're getting fairly close to no mode here. Where am I going? We're not going to Jigor, although I could technically start digging for dried meat again. It wastes a lot of time. So what I do need to remember is that before we go back to the World of Ruin, I need to pick up fire rods because I have gold for it now. So here's Zozo. It's like Melmond, only classier because they have tall buildings. Also one of the best tracks in the entire game. And it's just so out of place, with like a whole high-tech fantasy thing, and then you just have this banging jam here. Talking like an old person. This is banging! Oh, I heard this at the country kitchen! You can tell I've been streaming too much between last night and today. Fortunately for me, I had something really stupid at work that I wasn't able to resolve today, but because other stuff happened, I was able to put off in front of another judge. So that's nice when that happens. Which means I have enough time to run through this, or at least try and make my way through it. But yeah, Tarnis, and I apologize if I mispronounce your name. I've had to kind of learn to wrangle this controller to make it work, which is what I figured I'd do out of necessity, but this D-pad is still slaggy as hell. Sometimes you'll see me just walk like this kind of crazy, because it thinks I'm pointing in a different direction than I'm actually pointing at. I'm sure there's something I can do to crack it open and tighten it, but what's the point? Okay, here is Dataluma, aka Can I Bumrush before he calls the bros? Bumrush cheese. Gotta love it. Hey, Amor Pots, or Amor Pots, or just hey, hope you're doing good today. And we got the Thief Knife, which is super exciting. More importantly, is something Ale pointed out to me before, there is a chest here with another green cherry. And a chest here with Magicite, so totally worthless checks. And we got yet another Esper, which is okay. Magicite Unicorn. Not awesome. And to answer questions for people at home, you absolutely can Warpstone out of Zozo. I know there was some dispute about that before, but you can. Also, important dude to come back to. I know technically you can do this on the World of Ruin, but this is the kind of thing I forget to do, so I'd rather do it now. Is just get the Rust Rid, and we're going to come back and pop open this door, probably. Okay. So let's go shopping one more time. We love this town! In fact, I don't even think I need to stay at the end. That's how good I did my stuff here. Did I actually ever equip Locke with anything resembling equipment? No! And he can use the Force Armor, which is nice. Okay, Fire Rods. Fire Rods are good. Let's even get one more. Anything else we need to buy while we're here? 1 tent's okay. Potion, Warpstone. Let's get another one. remedy. We're actually pretty good on the remedy count. We're going to need to... Oh, I'm quiet compared to the game? Oh no, I've been doing this the whole time and I'm a little quiet. Tell me if that's better. So I apologize for that. But I always appreciate feedback like that. Let's see. Because yeah, I can totally play with the levels here, and I don't know why I'm flying right now. We're literally going to the world of ruin. Cool. Yeah, like I said, definitely tell me whenever my audio is stupid. I'm always trying to tweak it. It's never the same. Okay. I just wish that on OBS I could do things like save settings for my actual mic levels and stuff between different games here. Also, one nice little speed thing here that shaves off a few seconds if I don't miss the doors is if you go to these guys in the World of Ruin, Aegis Shield and a pot, of course, because it's the House of Beginners, you don't have to wait for the stupid door guy to let you in. Of course, that's not the jar. There's only one jar. Gold hairpin. This House of the Beginner has like everything you ever want. Gold hairpin cutting down magic point usage by 50. There's what I'm talking about the stupid directional pad. Guardian is actually fine. Yeah, I mean, and I'll tell you real quick, Amor, I'm not just splitting this up on YouTube to be like 50 videos. I'm just literally going to thunk down this run as a video, and that's what I tend to do with my randomizer runs. I do have a Star Traders Frontiers series. Wow, we're getting some really good headgear today. Second red cap, which has been going pretty well. I still need to divvy up some stuff here. Oh, God. Okay, I don't normally do this, but we're going to do it today. These treasure chests... Okay, we have a dude here. Okay, it's locked. The reason that's locked is because... Oh, force shield as well. Only the chest, the back is locked. Can it be opened? Yes, it can, but not by here. There is a lone wolf that we will deal with later. So already our gear is a lot better than it was yesterday. But what I was looking for was not to unlock that place. I was looking to unlock this place. Who is Locke winking at today? Why is he winking? He's hunting for treasure, as treasure hunters tend to do. And we got this old man, who would normally give us the Ragnarok Esper, Genji Shield or Bismarck. Ooh. That's actually a really tough decision. We're gonna go with Genji Shield. I normally don't do this. And that may screw us later, but I think we can fish out enough Espers elsewhere. I mean, technically, because we have lock, that's a check you can't normally do. But if we, like, look at our equipment real quick. Have you not learned... Okay, you're going to learn bolts here in just a minute. But, like, Genji Shield, Aegis Shield. So we have a lot of good equipment now, which I should probably upgrade some of our equipment here. Alright. Oh, Scrolls. That is a name I have not heard in a very long time. That was literally one of the first series I did on YouTube. FTL also being one of the first. Those were the salad days of me having terrible microphones. I still need to get a better microphone than what I'm using right now. That would help a lot with the volume control too. Okay, we gotta say, chill out, dragon. I don't like it when I can't see the dragon up here. There we go. We're going to safety save before Tri-Talk because I've had this fight go south too many times. We're going to take advantage of our multiple save locations. Yeah, I was about to say, I recognize you from a long time ago. I just couldn't remember for what. Yeah, Scrolls was a lot of fun. It just kind of ran its course, sadly. Alright, Tri-Talk. You know what's really nice about Tri-Talk? It's weak to fire. You know what's not really nice? Is that I didn't organize my inventory before this fight, so I actually have to scroll down. And as long as I'm not... Okay, we want to actually have you mimic. Because that saved us a rod, I think. As long as we don't do anything that involves physical contact, we will Oh, good. It does. It only takes 3 if you're level. I did this yesterday. It took me 4, but that's because Maud was level 8. So it takes 3 to do that. Good to know. Now, what we're going to run into next is that we have so many things at once. He counterattacks any physical attacks by freezing you. So we don't want that. What do we got here? Receive the Magicite Seraphim. Now, Seraphim, that is an excellent Magicite. Yeah, the question, of course, is, do I want to do the thing with that dude? And I think the answer might be yes. Let's see. Okay, so Seraphim's only going to teach you life. The problem is that I don't have great Espers to really do too much with. But yeah, since chat's asking, I will totally do, let's see, you're close to learning Bahamut, so... It's only because you're requesting Ale that I'm going to fight the Ice Dragon here. Instead of doing Yamaru first, because who cares about speed in a speed run? Well, you're not leading me down the wrong path, you're leading me down the fun path. And this time, let's actually rearrange our inventory correctly. We have 5 fire rods yet, we might as well use them. Now, the nice thing about Ice Dragon is that it does not give us experience. The bad thing about Ice Dragon is that it hurts. It hurts a lot. Okay, we got some frozen buddies here. Let's see if we can Bumrush you. There we go. The ironic thing is that I can cure that freeze with Fire 1 that I would learn from Bismarck. But I was like, nah, we don't need Bismarck. Okay. The nice thing about Ice Dragon is that we get gear. I don't remember if it's shuffled or not. I don't think it is, which means it should be a Force Shield. But we have 50 magic points. We get a lot of spells that everybody learns all at once. And like I said, there's 7 dragons left. There is an incentive for busting open all the dragons, but we don't really want to deal with that today. Why did I back out of that? So Bahamut, you've just about learned. You're sitting on Triatok again. I think I want you to learn life before we do anything with any of these other places. And let's hear Siren. Siren does have mute, so we'll need to pick that up at some point. Cool. Saving one more time. But that's what the dragons do. You get good gear. It takes a little bit of time, but it saves it a little bit if you're trying to avoid searching for magic stuff later. I think that makes sense. Yes, hop into the opening. So here is the other secret character in Final Fantasy whatever. And I need to double check my count because I'm not exactly sure I have it right. Maybe I just didn't mark what Esper I got from Triatok. Maybe I did. I can't even remember now. Alright. Touch the Eye of the Carving. So this is going to get us a character. If we had gone to regular Narsh first, we would have figured out whose butt we were going to kick today. But it's Gal. Gal's not bad, despite what Zenobian would tell you. I think the most important thing is that he's going to Green Cherry first. I'm going to miss this Bumrush, which is awesome. I can't do Flare, so we might as well fight. Actually, that's a really bad move that I just did, because what I should have done was let Go-Go imitate here. And now he's just going to imitate the swing that my stupid other party members do. Fortunately, because we have really good gear, this stuff isn't going to hit for a while. Fortunately, we're not recruiting Yumara today. I am not really a fan of using him very much, but he is literally a thing you can get. But we do get Gao, and one of the questions I'm going to have later on is, do I just decide to level up 4 people and that's it and just drag the corpses along and risk having the run go sour fast, but try to go fast myself? Or do I decide to keep a more balanced party, try to have everybody around the same level so that if I eventually inevitably lose people in the Kefka fights, I think this is the right way. Yeah. It's something that I'm still trying to get a beat on. I'm definitely happy to take suggestions. But yeah, I have five characters. I have 7 Espers. Yeah. Hang on. Counting is hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who did I not check? Seraphim, Starlet, Phantom, Unicorn. I did not check. Alright, cool. It's very important to keep track of that count because that is literally your condition for how we get into Kefka's Tower. Apparently you try to land and it just doesn't work. Alright. Since we got some open questions here about what's left, and hopefully we're not going to run into Zone Seek with this, I'm going to do a check I don't always do. If I can find it. Whoop. Back it up. Alright. Like I said, my mastery of this game is something I'm still developing, so there are going to be misflies like that. There's technically no boss here, so I don't have to worry about poor Terra's lack of MP situation. But look, it's Zozo again. Why go to Zozo once when you can go to Zozo twice for the same price? Ether. That's lovely. Now there is another dragon we can fight here. I'm not going to fight the dragon. Sorry. If there is another dragon I'm going to fight, it would probably be the Earth Dragon. That's in the Opera House just because it's pretty easy. But it is conditional on me getting float. And right now, you know, I might actually have a Thunder Shield. Did I not? I didn't actually change the equipment here. So I do have a Thunder Shield. So that's alright. Let's go ahead and get your Ice Shield. That way everyone can start gaining other magic here. Outside treasure. Mega Elixir. Actually, 2 Mega Elixirs. That's amazing. Okay. We're not going to touch the shiny thing, despite having Gauss sitting on the airship. No, I shouldn't have issues. My only issue at this point is time. Another hero ring, kind of boring. And we get Stella's. Alright, so we are in pretty close to no mode for our characters. Because all we gotta do is the Opera House. We have 1 Esper we can buy, 2 Espers from the Magitech factory, and we still have a Narsh that we can do. So we're in decent position. It's all about how much do I want to screw this up later. Alright, so 6 characters. Alright. But is it time for the opera? Not quite yet. Time to go back to the World of Balance. Now, if there is one unfortunate thing with the way the current pathing goes for the randomizer is that there's not a great reason for you to ever go to the floating continent just because it takes so much time. And I don't know if it's better to truncate the floating continent or if it's better just to have it gated where you're required to go to the floating continent or something to go to the World of Ruin. But we've got our options here. Alright. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. There's just something in my nose. And it's like, I am live streaming. Let me just... I'm old, I get nose hairs, they're coarse, it's awesome. Things you didn't expect as you get older is like the ways your bodies change. Look! Somebody unlocked that chest. But it has a tent in it, so who knows what he actually stole. Also, fun fact, I opened those chests in the future, and now they're open in the past. Okay, this solves some problems if we have, I guess we do need to do a little bit of shopping, since we can't afford that Esper yet. Smoke Bomb, don't need it. Eye Drops, don't really care. Phoenix Downs are fine. But see, now I have 4 characters, so I can totally do these 2 checks. And we might get another character and get to skip the Opera House entirely, which would be a fascinating way to go. See, there's Gau up there, but he's already in our party. Now, you cannot warp stone out of Narsh. So I'm doing this first, because we're going to have to walk back anyway. I don't think the Whelk gives magic points, though, so we don't have to worry about learning or mislearning spells. Alright, no Ice Dragon, because that's the future. We just have this event, which I totally forgot how to do. Okay, it's not a character. I'm kind of glad for this. So, it used to be I would just be like, walk up, why can't I do this? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do this? You're just supposed to wait. And, Gurr, you'll never get this snow muffler. That's funny. That was actually an incentive item and another run I was doing. So, that was the garbage seed with no shields. So there's Mog, except he's not Mog. He's an Imperial soldier. And what's he going to give us? The Magus Rod. You know, I'm not going to be mad about that. It's not an Esper. And like I said, we're going to see if we get screwed by skipping out on Bismarck. Because we are going to run out of guaranteed Esper spots here in just a little bit. Unless we want to sit and wait for the auction house to maybe or maybe not have an Esper in it. But I'm going to just have faith that somewhere, some way, shape, or form, we're going to pull it out. Nah, M-Block is definitely something I could have used yesterday. But I reset out of the Snow Muffler because I think that was on the Phantom Train. Okay, let's say hello to the tankiest Whelk. Hello, Whelk. Let's see if we can bum rush the right part of the Whelk. And you didn't. Good job. Look at all that healing. Can you bum rush the correct... No, you can't! Okay, we might as well wait, because it's about to recede. I mean, the other strategy I have for this is... Oh, no, I missed 4 50-50s in a row in the final boss battle last night. It was pretty awful. Okay, we're getting slimed. Can't do that because... Okay, we're going to miss it again. Yes! At this point, we might as well just kill the shell. Okay, can we go 4 for 4? Yes! Flip a coin 4 times. What is the probability? 50, 25, 12 and a half, 6 and a quarter. That's not how probabilities work, but... Incorrect blitz input, which we're about to, see, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get the yips. Probably actually heal here. But yeah, this Whelk has really high HP because of the original story event that you have as you're playing this game at the start is that you are in giant crazy Magitech armor that does giant crazy damage. And I'm kind of glad I mimicked that cure. Need MP, there we go. So look at what you've made me do, Welk. We just could not hit your face. I guess I could steal from the shell. I could just morph for fun. Grew. I swear, if this Bumrush just hits... Nope. We're all in on the shell today, apparently, which has a much higher HP. Yeah, let's just all hit the shell. Okay. Any day now. Hit the face. There we go. Look! If we just hit the face one time! I guess this makes up for Zone Eater eating me first. Maybe. Alright. Like I said, Marvel Shoes. Ugh. Welk has not been paying out much for me lately. So that was a big old time sink that did not progress our key item count at all. So I see other people that do these runs and kind of get their key items together in about an hour. That's not this run today. Unfortunately. Alright, so what do we got next? Let's do this. Now, there's a guaranteed 2 Espers and a character here, but we don't care about the character. So we're going to skip one of the super crazy Mode 7 auto-scrollers just to warp out of here, hopefully. Hopefully I have a warp stone. I should have 2. I have 3. Excellent. Another one of the best tracks in this game. Can we get the 1 cycle? Nope. Never do. Yeah, if you want to waste your time, go Welk. That's one reason that I deprioritize Narsh. Because the World of Ruin has 3 checks if you have luck, 2 if you don't. But if anything, this does mean the Burning House may not be a waste of time. That may have a Esper at the end. Is that double earrings? Huh. That'd be nice. Also, there are some boxes over here. I know technically some people would say, stop popping open boxes, you have what you need. But I'm going to pop them open anyway. I don't know if it's faster to drop down the chute and do the animation or go the other way, but we're just going to do this. But yeah, I'll say I can totally see myself, if the stars align, getting all of my items together in about an hour. But as runs tend to go, we got the gear this time, but those stars aren't really aligning very well. Elixir. Although these are some of the last boxes I'm going to be opening before Kefka's Tower, so we're going to try and make this work. Alright. Woo! Did not get crushed by the Magitech armor today. Time to go beat up some Espers. This is another fight that's really easy. And I feel a little bad, but only a little bad. Do you have magic? Not that you can use. You have magic. I think Ice 2 is exactly what we want. And you don't have Ice 2, interesting. Oh, because you're not Terra. And you can't use Ice 2, so that's exciting. I guess if there's one thing I really want to get, it's to learn how to use Osmose. so I'm kind of hoping we get one of the Espers that does that here. No, we don't have Ramu's power. Or is it Ramu? I guess I should know my pronunciations for these things because I'm live on Twitch. Thank you for the triple blink. Ah, I got this one first. Ifrits from Shiva. And you have Ramu's power. No, you have the power. So, I mean, it's Espers for our Esper count. It does not increase our power level at all. We need 13 Espers. We're a little bit behind the 8 ball here. We don't have a ton of gold. I don't know why I hit X there right away. Let's see what the World of Balance price on this one is. And then I think it is time to visit the opera. I said we might not need to do it. Whoa! Whoa. You're charging too much, dude. It's just an Esper. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of location checks with gear, and sometimes this is how randomizers work. You check and you check and you check and you don't always get the right stuff. But now we're at a little bit of a divergence point here because we do want to get some levels. It's true. How close are you to learning Tri-Talk? Pretty close. The more important thing is that he's going to need his other power here, so... Seraphim, you haven't even made any progress there. Okay. So... You're going to have to watch me try and do some fast menuing here in just a moment. Let's go to the opera, see what other character we can get, then we're going to go to the burning house. And then we're going to do some other checks. Because all else fails, we can always do the thing where we just casually level up with people we need to. My goal is to finish, not necessarily to get the greatest time ever. Right now with the run I've had so far, with how many non-Esper checks, how many non-Esper spots I've gotten, this is going to be a slower run. But this is a guaranteed character. So we'll have our 7 characters and we just need to root for Espers from here on out. And we have a few fast checks left. So the story for how this goes is that they're singing, and then in a very cartoonish villain fashion, there is an evil octopus that is just floating overhead, ready to drop a big weight on the stage. Might as well twirl his octopus mustache while we're there. I guess another check I could do is mount Colts. Since we have Sabin, that fight should go really fast. Alright, so we're going to start gaining levels. Terra learns Flare, which means we need to switch that over to Lop. Oh, you already know it. Oh, cute. Well, let's get you health. Okay, we'll do this. Getting a higher MP pool is okay. I prefer magic power. That took a lot more time than I wanted to. These fights shouldn't take very long. Of course, we keep thwacking rats with rods. One of the really nice things, though, is that these fights give a lot of magic points, so it's really easy to learn stuff in a hurry. Alright. Need to keep our HP up. I can sneak up on you a little bit. Oh, I'm glad they're not resisting instant death. Or that's the other thing that I find a little annoying is that I'll be fighting like the ghosts on the fan train, and they get revived when you use instant death on them, which isn't very surprising. Yeah, I am keeping the Espers on people right now because I want them to gain their stats. We're not getting any big rat packs, which is good because they don't really give us anything that the tiny ones don't already. I didn't mean to do that with lock. Crap. Okay. We're still got plenty of time. Especially since I'm not doing some crazy gear shuffle strats. Now, one of the things that's, I guess I need to experiment more with a little bit, is that there's a really big uptick in HP that you get around level, yeah, I'm gonna break my own rule here. Don't want effort for you. Don't want that for you. Siren's fine. Let's get a little bit of tri-talk progress here. Come on, instant kill mimic. Nope. That was nice. Now she's just caught up. Ugh. Okay, do I have enough time? Can I save the day from that 4-ton weight? We'll never see that again. And we're crashing. Look, we're trying to save the day, and we just kill the talent. Yay. How embarrassing. New music. So here's our friend Ultros. What's up? I know, it's just so good to see you again. Especially since this fight is kind of worthless. I guess we're bum rushing. Alright. How much gold do we get today? Still 10 gold? Yes! Not just that 1 gold. So, who is capturing Sellers today? Oh, it's Edgar. Okay. And he flies off. And we have our 7 characters. Did I split that? Now we split. Alright, what did I say we do? We'll do Mount Colts. Some of this has got to be an Esper at some point. I don't just fly completely past it. Like a boss. So when we start getting into the let's dig in, oh crap checks, we do have some options. We can sit and wait for the auction house and see if there's Espers there. The developer just put a fix in to let it show that you have more Espers available, or when it's going to be an auction for an Esper. But I guess I'll get this chest. I usually skip it, but what a waste. Alright. That's one of the things about running randomizers like this, is that you gotta do a cost-benefit analysis. Some chests are worth checking because they're on the way. Some chests are kind of bleh. I probably checked too many chests. Like this one. Murasame doesn't really save me. And I just walked the wrong way out. Alright. So I am curious about chat's perspective on this. You think it's going to be better if I just stick with the 4-person plan, or do I need to try and balance out my party and give some other people some experience and stuff? We are actually going to use a tent here. I should have done that before. Do we have tents? We should have tents. There we go. Like, my options are just to have one party that's all big and drag everyone else's corpses around, but I don't have a lot of death protection. Actually, that's the one thing I'm missing right now. So, I don't have access to Life 3. I don't have a memento ring or another item that would protect me from getting killed automatically killed in the Kefka fight. So, even though I have a lot of gear, I am leaning a little more right now towards balancing out my party. And that's one of those decisions you just gotta make on the fly sometimes. Speaking of that, we have Aipu, which I kinda wish I had. Look, I'm gonna use Bumrush. That's not the canon way to finish this. Enough! Off with you now. Good job blocking the claw. Okay, now if Go-Go hits with Pummel, does that stop the fight? Let's find out. Nope. Oh, it does! Cool! Okay. We did it for science. So Go-Go can end the fight, and we found Zone Seek, which is one of the ones that I wanted to find. So that was real good all around. The really nice thing about Zone Seek is that we don't have like the perfect round of stuff, but Zone Seek teaches Osmose, and Zone Seek gives +2 to whatever you call it, magic power. What else did I say we could do? Let's just do this now. We have Zone Seek. There's no reason not to. Because it could be an Esper, and then all we need to do is buy the one at the other place. So we're a little off time right now, but we're not stupidly off time, as you can see by the splits here. Let's see here. 11 and 7 characters. Do y'all sell echo screens? No. Let's check our gear. We're gonna be doing a lot of fighting. Oh, good! Sabin now in a tabby suit. So this is the town of no magic. And they like keeping their houses on fire. Yay! Now what's really nice about this area... Hang on. So you've learned Tri-Talk. I should have done this first. The one downer is that we have one character who's not learning magic through all this. So that may honestly be a misplay. But whatever. We'll figure that out later. Alright. Because I do think Go-Go does... Oh, come on. Talk to me, Fire! Okay. I think Go-Go has some value here. But the nice thing about these bombs is that they are really easy to kill. Like, really easy to kill. So we're going to learn some stuff in a hurry. Now, I've seen plenty of people say, no, this is another time sync, don't do this one. And you might be right. I might be doing this totally wrong. But it's the way we're doing it for now. I will move. I'm going to have plenty of opportunity to teach Terra Osmose and Locke the same thing, so we'll be okay. Go-Go, however, knows it now because he has the ability table of everyone, the magic list of everyone else currently in your party. And these balloons aren't going to give a lot of MP, but they'll give a little. They'll give enough. Alright. Oh, Terra not knocking him out. Okay. But yeah, as I think I said before, Zone Seek both has a very good ability that you use as an Esper, because it casts Shell on your party, which reduces magic damage, which is very important for a lot of boss fights. Wow. Wow, okay. But see, we're getting some good levels now. Now we're level 14, which of course starts to beg the question: am I going to be over leveled for some of this? And I guess we'll find out in just a little bit. How are we doing on Tritalk? 90. Good. Okay. Did we say it was Ragnarok on the Phantom Train? Since it looks like Locke is not going to be relying primarily on magic, I think that's something we should pick up. Alright. Oh! Yep, location glitched. Now, I have heard from other people who have completed runs in sub 90. I'm very curious to actually see some runs to see what they do differently that I don't do. Because sometimes the stars align, sometimes you actually get ultimate access. Alright. Alright. But yeah, we are going to keep pumping up his magic quite a bit. And for you, you can already see we're starting to climb the HP ladder here. Now there is a forced encounter at this door, but I'm going to skip it. Because at this point I'm not really here for magic points. I'm here for... you can't use Osmos yet. You'll be able to after this fight, but you can't use it yet. But yeah, once again, the competing strategies that I've seen are leveling up your people to be equivalent with these people, or just kind of winging it on the final boss. And I might be able to wing it on the final boss. That's not totally a crazy strategy. You really didn't learn Osmos yet. Okay. Well, now you'll definitely know it. What? That's because I equipped you with Phantom like an idiot. That would be why you don't know what I thought you'd know. So minor mistake. But yeah, between the Opera House and this is enough levels. I think one of the challenges I ran into in my run yesterday, where I just got trounced by all kinds of AoE damage and other baddies going on, was just that I had too much levels. Another heal rod. How boring. I wasn't sure if I'd hit that one. Alright, we're pretty much done here. Now the fun part is that we have 50,000 gold. I don't think we have a lot in the way of tinctures, which is kind of annoying. We have 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we gotta buy, that's on our shopping list. Yeah, level 20, 21. I don't want to go much higher than that. Come on, there we go. Good little fires. Now this may be a character, this may be an Esper, I don't know. Ice 3! Uh-oh. Thought I timed that a little better. So see, just a few levels and a few missed things, and suddenly the battle gets a little more interesting. There we go. Okay, 20 magic points. And we got Shote. Who's a boar. Bleep. Okay, so I missplit somewhere again. So we're just going to do that as well, yay. Total non-gold split, but that gives us a little bit of time on where we are. So, if I had gotten Bismarck, I'd have my stuff. I didn't get Bismarck. So now I'm in just a touch of trouble. Hey Barrick, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna see if I can crash and burn at the end of this run like I did yesterday. Let's see. The good news is that I actually have gear. Oh, I can, that's right, I can totally buy, I don't have to, okay, I'm gonna do Phantom Train because I want the weapon, but I can buy the Esper in the World of Ruin. Oh, no, not Heka this time. This time it is just, we're in the actually fun zone because I tried doing the no fun zone, but I accidentally turned off the shop shuffle. So I was like, I went to Figaro Castle and was like, hey, wait a minute, all of, everything under the sun is actually... No, let's do something a little dumb. Who's ready for some B-Team action? Yes, B-Team. And Gal. Who's our lowest level here? We're not going to take a lot of fights, but this is a good, cheap way to get some experience. So let's see here. Starlet. Seraphim. I just want things that teach stuff really fast. Than Muhammad. Alright, cool. I mean, like I said, if we're gonna do this, we might as well take the two mandatory fights that are in here and actually get a little mileage out of them. Alright, so here's Cella's. And let's not forget the stupid item that's in the back of this train. Unless I'm thinking of the other run where it was Ragnarok, but I'm pretty sure it was Ragnarok, the weapon. So that's decent. So here's our Phantom Train. We don't have to talk to the ghost. One of these ghosts is a friendly shopkeeper. I really miss NPC Guillotine right now, which is a feature in Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer that just lets you cut through all these people, which I guess by talking to them I could have, but wouldn't have saved me any time. Oh god. Bad ghosts. Bad ghosts. It's all gonna be worth it for a sword, right? Oh no. Okay. We're through. Alright, so here's the story sequence. We're on a train full of ghosts. We have to fight this one. Sup? Oh crap, there's 3. Okay. Was kind of hoping we'd just get the 1. Because these guys are currently scaled to Sabin's level. Which apparently is still doable. Good, you hit the 1 person that can afford to die to that. Alright, we live somehow. 5 magic points. Everybody learned some stuff. So like I said, I could totally level up the rest of these people reasonably fast. But I kind of want to try and crash and burn the run again, because I was really close to killing Kefka previously. Oh, look at how far she can jump. Oh, too bad. So sad. And now they'd be like, look, we're ghosts, we can fly. Somehow, though, detaching the train stops their pursuit. Bye-bye. Alright, doors open. Not this room. You know what I need to do? I need to do a safety strat here and equip a ribbon just in case things go south. Because Phantom Train does have a little eerie light thing that gives you all kinds of stupid statuses. Okay, we skipped a chest. Always forget about this one, and it was all for a soft. Okay. 3 boxes in here and 1 trap chest. Interesting. Okay, no save strats. We're just gonna go fight this train. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna do something stupid. Oh, I didn't hit it. Alright. That's too bad. I tried to suplex the train. Once again, this thing. Alright. Any of the blitzes that involve you hitting the opposite sides of the control pad are way more difficult than Bumrush, and Bumrush is hard enough to hit. Okay, so we have some support spells for our lobies. And now we're back out here. Cool. So really should save. Okay. So I'm a little torn again because the safe strat is to take a few minutes leveling these other people, maybe fight another dragon, and get some stuff together. But I can't guarantee where stuff is going to be. The pro actually good at this randomizer strat is to just take 4 party members in and call it a day. I think the other thing I need to do is I actually need to, guess we need some of those. We need a lot of those, but we need to buy the Esper first. Okay, so if this is something that teaches me Ultima, then we're going to have some new plans. It's not. Okay, Carbuncle's still not bad. More importantly, we made it to the clown party. Ironically, the only other item I feel like I need right now is... Okay, I have 6 echo screens. I'm actually pretty good. Echo screens resolve mute, which, believe it or not, that is a relevant status in the final bosses. So, do I be bold or be safe, chat? Tell me now. This is your one chance. Surely we can't have the repeat Strago debacle from last night. Okay. Alright. Okay, going once. Going twice. We're just gonna try to land that bird. Alright, so we definitely want you and you taking on the hard stuff. You're kind of the weakest. But you have Ragnarok, so hopefully going full melee versus that boss will be okay. And since you're fighting the goddess, we want to have you guys like this. Seems okay. Now, typically in the vanilla game, you do this with 12 characters. You have them all spec'd out. But one of the fun parts about the randomizer is that sometimes you want to try and go fast. And it may crash and burn us, or it might not. I don't know. It could work out great for all I know. You, however, need to be... Well, we'll get you equipped when we get you equipped. We have better gear than last night. The question is, can we use the gear? I never really answer... Oh, there's a flame shield. Could have used... That's actually a really good find, because there's a boss that does a lot of nasty fire attacks coming up. Alright. Warp stone. Losing my voice a little bit, so it's fine. And we're blocked. Game over. New party. Okay, Gau already with the Moogle Charms, so this will be plenty easy. Look at all these searchlights just going through the castle, and yet nobody's attacking us for some reason. Now, my strategy growing up was to have one party with the Moogle Charm. And typically Gau would carry that one because he'd have some good stuff. There is a toilet dragon. We're not going to fight it. It only gives us a save point and 50 magic points. And to be honest, I am, as long as you have your 3 spells. You do. Okay. So we're good enough there. Not great, but good enough. So Locke's going to be swinging. Terra and somebody else are going to be casting. And, yeah, and Gogo's going to be doing whatever everyone else is doing. They said Area 1, because we don't pronounce V's here, I guess. Alright. There we go. Tincture. Although I did just realize the big fallacy of what I've just done to myself. As we're going to skip this dragon. Sorry! Yeah, the first boss, because I don't do any skips, so we are fighting all the bosses here. The first boss in this dungeon, you really need to be hitting, like, a specific body part of him. And we don't have that. Because right now we're primarily relying on Bumrush. Unless I just want to have Sabin cast spells. How much MP do you have? That could actually work. Might actually go with... Okay, Atma Weapon is not great because we don't have high HP. But we could go with Sabin casting. I don't remember what the body is strong against, but I guess that's better than trying to Bumrush him down and then just continuing to Bumrush the arms. Because my people do not aim Bumrush very well. Okay, who's ready for a big waste of time treasure chest? I know I am. It's like a whole path of pipes under there. Empty! Second time in a row that one's been empty for me. I've seen it have stuff for other people. I know it doesn't have to be empty, but waste of time. Rush that bum, maybe. Hashtag no context. Alright. No, it's fine. I don't care about people's preferences. I just care that Sabin and Go-Go can't aim where they're trying to kill. All right. Any relics worth writing home about? Not really. We don't need no context where we're going. I guess that's true, because the first thing is that I actually have to win the fight. Alright, any Espers that we want? Not really. Okay, Bahamut's. I guess we don't really care about that right now because we're in boss mode. And boss mode means... means we need Zone Seek. Okay, you're actually using Ragnarok. That's nice. Well, can you actually use... Oh no! I don't think you can actually use the other thing. Okay, well... Force Shield is good. Hey, that's better than last night where we couldn't use any of this garbage. We do have Force Armor somewhere. Oh gosh, so Go-Go's gonna be magic block for days. That's fantastic. Potion. Alright. We do have Cursor set to memory, and we do have... I don't remember what I was gonna say. Let's fight! Okay, so we are gonna go on Sabin and Go-Go's magical adventure. Look at that magic block. Oh, none of you know Flare, so we're gonna take a guess and say, you don't like fire. We were wrong. We're gonna take a guess and say you don't like lightning. There we go. Look at that swashbuckling mimic. Just blocking everything. Probably should have healed, but... See, the damage isn't bad when we're this low on everything. The one thing is I hope I have enough salt. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just died. Okay, so lightning. Lightning is what we need here. Okay. So the other fun fact is that we have... Like, these guys get to fight so many bosses, which is one reason I put my two higher level characters here, because they actually have a pretty tough road. They have to fight that boss and then two other bosses. Speaking of bosses, let me see. These emails, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Okay. Alright. Stuff I don't have to immediately turn to, which would be awkward in the middle of a stream. Alright. So, Barrick, do you remember how slow these fights went last night? Like, they were super slow. This is where, maybe, I said before I was a little over-leveled. This is why. So, let's see. This may just be a better actual level to take this stuff on with. Okay, look, there's a green dragon. Bye-bye. So you're telling me Toilet Dragon doesn't count as one of the 8 dragons? That makes me sad. Alright. So here's Loki. You taking on Doom or Goddess? I guess you're taking on Doom. Alright. That doesn't mean a lot to a lot of you yet, but we're about to have some diverging paths. And I have a plan, and I'm always scared that I screw it up here. Because look, there's a switch maze. We have to get on these switches, but then we have to press... Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh, it didn't do anything. Oh, we can't go back. Oh, look at these conveniently placed 4-ton things. Who knew? And he's gonna strong push all his stuff down. Alright, so you guys are taking on Goddess. Good luck. And then don't tell Terra she's half Esper. She'll push this 4-ton thing like it's nothing. There we go. I love that all the sprites on this game have, like, stress faces, strong faces, push faces, laugh faces. Although when the randomizer has like a merchant pick up something and you watch the merchant laugh, that's kind of crazy weird. Alright, so remember all that saving we haven't done? It's time for another boss. Which I could probably just lit 3 as well, but we're going to try and Bumrush it down. Oh, look, it's a giant robot! I was wondering what they're doing with all this match attack. Okay, I think... Oh, we got it. Boom. Okay, so that M block for Go-Go is really nice. Hopefully we can kit out some other characters similarly, because that'll smooth out a lot of problems in the final battle. Of course we gotta get there first. This is what I was talking about before. I was nailing these for days, famous last words. But I can't pummel for anything on this controller. I'll tell you a really stupid thing though. I forgot that I have the gold hairpin and I totally didn't use it on that fight where Sabin was casting everywhere. It didn't matter, but it's a mistake. Alright, so we're good with Go-Go's M block. You, however, need a fire shield. Because I don't screw around with the run killer here. Nor should you. I mean, all the statues have their own little gimmicks, but I find this one to be the biggest gear check. So it's Poultrygeist. How do you miss a Bumrush like that? No, I got it. Okay. Now I could play it safer and try and guard, but I did just save, so... Okay, do we need to heal? No. Probably should have put these guys in the back row. Oh well. Thanks for the compliment. Now that you've given me thanks, let me see if I can keep up the pattern here or... Oh, wow, I actually can. Yeah, when I was doing this last, I was like, I am missing all of them now. There we go. Look! I called this the run killer. It didn't even do a thing. Of course, we're not out of the woods yet by any stretch of the imagination. Thank you for the cheers and stuff. I will cash them in for jeers in just a little bit. Alright, so... You're naked, you're naked. You actually weren't using another thing, so that's cute. Cool, let's take on Doom next, because I need some sweet revenge against Doom. After how terrible it went last time. And let's get the Force Shield. Okay, can't do better than that. Oh, okay. Helmet's gonna be a problem. Alright. Okay, relic here. Let's do a safety ribbon, just in case we get statused. And, I mean, I got some options here. We can raise fight damage. That seems... I don't know mathematically which one's the best, is my problem. And that's part of me being deficient in game knowledge. Please tell me you're still running the Moogle Churn. Okay. Celas, unfortunately, is going to die. There's nothing we can do about it. Now, I guess my question is, do I keep Locke in the front row or not? I guess we'll find our answer in a minute, because I think I saved. There we go. Now, I can steal from Doom, but I don't know what it does. And there's Ragnarok. That's why we picked it up. Interesting that her runic didn't pick that up. Okay, so that's not great damage. I'm not really a fan of that. This is still going to be our longest fight. Really? Jerk. Alright. Okay, I'm going to do something dumb. Okay, so he is going to be evading until we put some magic on him. Okay. Then we'll put some magic on you. I thought that broke through the shield. Alright, well. This might be a reset, but that's fine if it is. Let's just reset now. And things were going so well. This is why sometimes I'll just send Sabin into Bumrush through this, but I didn't realize we'd get the high evade. Alright, so new plan. Okay. Now, if I had the sniper sight, I think that would actually help there, but since we don't, I'm going to do one of my least favorite strategies in this whole game. And we are going to wall ring and gold hairpin and drop everybody into the back. It's slow, but it's safe. But good lord, it's slow. Alright. Alright, try again. For some reason, I thought Flare broke through that. I guess not. Okay. Did I actually put the wall ring on? Okay, dokie. Doom! Okay, you're already at absolute zero, but you're not dead. See, we're in the back row now, so we're not going to do nearly as much damage there. And unfortunately, I did not improve Locke's magic very much, but Doom is technically the easiest of these guys, so let's see if we can make it work, but it's going to take a little bit of work. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. Okay, bye, Celis. It was real. I do miss the thing from Final Fantasy IV, though, where reflected spells are stronger. But don't tell me Locke is just this weak. Locke might just be this weak. It's like, I'm supposed to be swinging my weapon, you dum-dum. I was more excited about what Force Field does, but then I got it on Strago, and it's just like, oh, it just nullifies an element. That's not nearly as good, and you can't control what element it is, I don't think, so. There we go. So, while we're here for a little bit, what do y'all want to talk about? How are y'all doing today? I'm doing really good on time here, so I'm really hoping I can make things work well, but I hope that this is entertaining for y'all. Once again, I am putting this up on YouTube. I did make the kind of unusual for me request before that if you do see this on YouTube or other Worlds Collide videos on YouTube, make sure to give them a like, because that teaches YouTube, hey, you know what, Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, that is a thing. And that's very helpful for other people who might be looking for that kind of content. So I'm not going to sit here and say, smash that button, because I hate that stuff. But if you do enjoy this, by all means, check it out. The website, I put a link in the description, but it is FF6WC, I believe. I'm just going off my memory. But right now, we're just hitting Doom, and I'm just hoping because I'm level 21 that his HP is lower than it was before. Oh. I think Osmos would go through if you knew it. Ugh. We have 10 elixirs, we might as well use one now. No, I'm saving them for the end of the game. It is the end of the game. Alright. There is a faster way to do this fight. It's called having the economizer and spamming Ultima. Ultima does go past this. So we have to do this the slow way. The really slow way. Can you just die, please? Pretty please? I mean, I'm just very concerned about the fact that you're not casting magic on me. Like, did I do something wrong? Also, why do you have wings and yet you're riding like a little bone dragon? Is that just swag? Like, I don't have to ride this, but I am gonna ride this. So many questions. Okay, I don't think Flare's fire elemental, but we'll find out in just a second. Sorry, I sounded very southern. Fire! That's the North Carolina coming out. You're still not dead. Alright, well the good news is that we got through Poltergeist super clean. We did have one reset here, but we'll get there clean. I need to figure out a way to kill this bastard faster, though. Because this just doesn't feel great. I mean, even if it's inevitable, it still just doesn't, like... I mean, it's the final boss, I get it, but... I guess, once again, I guess I could be trying to steal from him. I didn't equip the Thief Gloves, so we can't capture from him. But Doom, since we know each other so well now, let me just take some stuff from you. Couldn't steal. I think he just gives an elixir anyway, so I don't really care. We got 9 of those. Uh-oh, front row. Back at you. That is a boss ability. Literally, boss ability. I'm gonna put you in the front row! Yeah. Let's see if I can hit him now. Nope. Well. Okay, I had to realize, like, oh crap, did I accidentally cast that on him and just kill myself at the very end of this fight? I mean, he's gotta be almost dead. We've done, like, a bunch of damage to him. Please be dead. Pretty please. This is what runs look like when you don't get Ultima, guys. You gotta do stuff like this. I don't have Pearl Rods to throw at him. I actually don't think I even saw them in stores because I stopped looking. Alright, so this is a 7-minute boss fight. That's pretty bad. This is where I say before that just because I'm running this doesn't mean I have everything down pat. There are some... I'm sure there's a way I could be doing this a lot faster. For all I could know, I could just throw a Phoenix down at him and be done with this fight, but surely that wouldn't work. Come on, I'm just waiting for, like, that little thunder crack. Are we really going to have to use the 3rd elixir here? I was dogging on Strago for being so slow, but... Locke, you're kind of sucking right now. So, Sniper Sight would be good. I think that's something you can buy in a store. Actually, having a character who has some magic attack would be nice. Please let this be it. Please. I'd like to get on with the run. Like, this Doom fight, it's safe. I have a safe, easy strat, but it's killing my times. So any suggestions are great. Look, another elixir! I almost just gave it to Doom. And that's why we go in the back row, by the way. Because he will melee me really hard. Yeah, Sabin would have been done with this like that, but then Locke would have had to take on the Poltergeist, and that just would have sucked. Okay, I need someone who's like in Dragon Warrior Randomizer or something to tell me just how much damage I've done against this jerk. Like, I literally got the Ragnarok for this fight, and now I can't even really use it, so that's just funny at this point. Alright. We are almost there. Are we there yet? I guess I could cast Scan on him. This is now a 10-minute fight. And we're actually kind of in danger all of a sudden. Well, hey, you know what? It's a really good boss music, so that's a plus. Okay, you're a jerk. This is really your only move? Look, I take one step back. I get half damage. That's like... doesn't even... Oh no! Oh no. Oh, I did the thing. It did not get reflected though. So I've got to learn how that reflect works. There we go. So who knows? I didn't have to be bouncing that off myself. I could have been doing that the whole time. Yay! Wasted time! Look, if you keep saying you're close, eventually you'll get there. That's also not how life works at all, by the way, so... Yay! We all do our happy little dance and jump. Tent for fun. So yeah, Doom fight. Need to clean that stuff up. Okay. 2 down, 1 to go. Thunder shield. Wow, you really can't use anything better than that? Oh, gross. Alright, well... we'll make it work. This is exactly what we ran into before. Alright. So let's see here. Gold hairpin. Earrings, I guess. Ironically, you do not want to equip a ribbon here. Okay, we don't really care too much about some of the stuff, so we're just going to make sure when this is over that we actually learn Mute, because we're going to need it for Phase 2 of the final fight. So I had a very unceremonious wipe to that before. Alright. So that's one of the interesting challenges of this randomizer, is dealing with who can equip what. Also, Terra's life total is really low, so that's exciting. Oh look, Edgar's a Moogle! Alright. No gem box, no problem. We're not gonna rage with you. You guys don't know any magic. Chainsaw for fun! Just because we want to see a Moogle use a chainsaw. There we go! Ult 2, so you're dead. Bye. Now the thing is that if it becomes necessary, I can totally gain levels here. I'm just hoping it doesn't. Oh wow. Okay, well. Hope you're good, Terra. Because Goddess has a really strong non-elemental magic spell that I don't think I'm going to be able to skip. So I just hope Terra has enough of a life pool. Thanks for the less RNG. Oh boy. Here we go. Now the good news, if I screwed this up, I did screw it up, is that I also didn't equip Zone Seek. So, you know, the good news there is that even though this is a time loss and unnecessary wipe. I was able to actually fully call out what was going to happen, what the problem was, and also what the solution is. So, what can I say? Zone Seek OP. All we need is a little bit of safe. Or it's just going to be a terrible fight. You know, since you're not doing anything, let's just throw a stone. Let's just chainsaw. Oh, Gal's already dead. Woo, look at that bat. Oh. Now this, oh, we didn't get the instant kill versus the goddess. There's no 3 in 256 chance in this game. It's literally just, you make it or you don't. Now, if things go really south here, what I can do is level these guys here because there are fights around here. The problem is that I have no idea if it's going to be like little rabbits from the beginning of the game that give no experience or if it's going to be something better. But yeah, Terra's lack of HP is a problem. And her lack of gear that she can equip is also not great. But at least the nice thing about FF6 is that it generally gives you the tools you need to succeed. So as long as we don't get Quasar'd, and we have the Thunder Shield available to us, we should be okay. Famous last words. Alright. That's right, keep casting your lightning on me. It's really interesting how these bosses all decided to just go for an element. And I think the other problem with me bringing Locke over here is that she gets other party members to protect her if she gets physically attacked. There we go. Didn't even get Quasar. So RNG was with us that time, but we did learn. We did learn a lesson and make some new friends along the way and watch them die. So, what do we got? Huzzah, we're on to the final fight. Making good time. Alright. Question is, can we finish what we started? Hopefully the answer is yes. I mean, I am putting this up somewhere else, so we'd like for things to work out. Okay. I think we need to get rid of those for now. Okay. Who are our strongest characters? Definitely Sabin. We definitely want to have higher M block if possible. But there's only so much we can do, so... Oh, you know what? I think we have another shield on Locke, so let's figure that out real quick. Oh, that's right. He can't use that stuff. Okay. Okay, you can use a force shield. Did you accidentally equip Go-Go with Ragnarok? Yes. Yes, you did. Okay, I'm talking to myself in the third person. That's how you know I'm having a good time. Okay, no Ragnarok for you. You can't use that Magus Rod either. That's unfortunate. Do we have any weapons that'll increase our M block? Not even a Thief Knife? Okay. Aegis... I mean, we got his M block super high before. Alright. I'm just so confused at all this gear people can't use. Alright. Okay, well, you're in pretty good shape. And of course, you can use the Magus Rod. But we're gonna go with the Ragnarok for you instead. Maybe? I had it. Okay, did I not unequip Go-Go? This is driving me crazy. This is the kind of inventory management hell that gives me some fits. All right. And you can use that. You know, there's another thing I read about where the going through the death animation can destroy some of your items in your inventory, and I wonder if that's why some of my stuff is missing. Alright, 100% end block, that's great. We do have somebody who's in good position. We're just going to try and whack things as hard as possible with you, so ribbon for you. You're going to need a flame shield to survive Meteor. Yeah, I really think I lost my hats, which would stink, but no, we'll make do. Yeah, I had, let's just look at my items real quick. Yeah, they turned into leather helmets. I had some red hats, I think I even had a cat hood. Alright, well, we're just gonna suck it up. Okay, we're gonna give you... I promise, we're almost there. You have no means of getting any more M block than what you got. Alright, so we're just gonna live with that. We're gonna have to live with that, and hopefully that'll be good. But we're gonna play it a little risky here, and we're gonna give Zone Seek wherever you are, not to Terra. We have Terra Crusader! No, we're not. Because it really doesn't matter anymore. Oh. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry, game, for calling you out. Alright, so Ice Shield, Gold Shield. It's like, I know I had more stuff than this. I think you guys are fine. Aegis, probably better than Genji. Alright, yeah, it's good enough. So that means getting Bismarck didn't matter. And interestingly, I am losing my volume on my headphones, so that's a little annoying. So we're going to get started here, because I've wasted too much time. Back row. Okay. Final battle. Let's one-shot it. What did I forget? Okay, I know I got rid of these for you, but you're getting them back, so... Gold hairpin and... I guess Hero Ring. It doesn't do a lot, but it does something. Okay, get on with it! Alright. It's time! So how many minutes did I lose just menuing at the end there? Sorry about that. Still on the pace I was hoping to be on yesterday. Question, of course, is can I make the 4-person party work? The person who I was talking to before who did make it work had Ultima, had Life 3. I have not that. I have Flare. And I don't think anyone learned mute, so we'll just have to be responsible. Okay. Lock. Go-Go. Sabin. Terra. And then I guess these three don't matter, so... Let's see if we can live. Let's see if we can not get double shot by calmness if I can get there first, so... Swing! Please hit. There we go. You want to kill top guy first. Left arm is fine too. Okay, so we just don't want to get quaked here. And right now we're setting ourselves up for a pretty nasty possibility of getting quaked. Unless this kills that head guy. There we go. Let's switch it up. There we go. Good start. Okay, we gotta heal fast though. Locke has got good health. Everyone else's health is a little questionable. I actually don't know if I picked up mute on anybody in my party because I switched to Zone Seek over. So we'll find that out in just a minute on Go-Go. Because we're going to mute the dude on the far left. All these people have names, but I don't know what they are. So... Did we learn mute? We did. Okay. See, this is where I was saying before, you can get a lot of mileage out of Cure 2. So that's the counterattack when that guy dies. Which, as you saw yesterday, Barrack, sometimes it likes to just target one party member. And it's really annoying. Please land. Good. So now we're not going to get quartered by that guy. There we go, bonus flare. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I don't mind if he copies the flare or the Bumrush if I hit it. Oh, this could be bad. Oh good, it was not so bad. Okay, here's the yips. Okay, who got hit? Okay, don't die, Sabin. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna need the Osmos here in a second. Oh, Go-Go mimic Locke, how cute. Oh no. Come on. One problem is that I did not catch that Go-Go was a zombie. Okay, so that's... I think we can stabilize here in a minute, as long as we don't kill the boss right now. Alright. Okay, definitely don't want to lose you. Please tell me I have a soft. Thank you. Let's see if we can end this now. There we go. Whew. Alright. Now we get to see, will Bumrush hit the correct target, or will it keep knocking into the bottom person and killing my party? Okay. Not nervous at all. Almost want to zone seek here, but it's really irresponsible. Okay, we didn't die. Excellent. Okay. Gotta land the next two Bumrushes, though. Okay, block it. Yes! We got this. Or at least we got a shot. And for once, not getting double calmness on that, which apparently is 30% chance. And my music just died, so hopefully you all are enjoying this wonderful soundtrack. Can't even talk, so you can sing along at home. I've heard this enough to know kind of how it goes, but that's what I get for not charging my thing. Alright, so here's Kefka, who is so powerful he does not even need shoes. Really just want to get this done in one go. Okay, so we gave Zone Seek to lock. We did not find Golem, so we won't be able to save everybody as well. Magic is the big problem. And these things, I'm going to destroy. Cool. Well, we kind of wanted lock on the bottom here, but we'll do this first. Oh no. Did I not... Okay, we're going to do this another way. Okay, so, new plan. I apparently don't have the MP for Zone Seek. I just can't use it. So that's a problem. That's bad timing. Okay, we're alive. Hopefully these Bumrushes hit. Because I'd rather not get ultimate right now. Oh, death. Okay, 224. And this is what happens when I don't have the audio cues because I don't have anything up here. So, that's Worlds Collide. That is also, I think, a personal best on time, despite all of my screws up. So thanks for the GGs. Yeah, there's a few interesting things that have been talked in development about the Kefka fight, especially because when you go in low-level scaling like this, sometimes you can just go over the top with like Bumrush or some other thing where you pump up the stat. But Final Fantasy 3/6, wherever you're from, is really well known for being a game where you can make your party crazy overpowered with the time investment you put into it. So I think the one catch for me at this point is that the Doom fight went really slow. That cost me a lot of time. So I need to figure out what in the world I'm doing there when I don't have Ultima. But yeah, 224, can't complain. There's always stuff that I can cut down. But yeah, here's the happy little end sequence. But unfortunately, I don't have as much time to stream as maybe I did yesterday. But you can catch me on as Asher1611 on Twitch. On YouTube, it's obviously Asher Games. But thanks for everyone who popped in here. Taneras, which is great. American and Barrick, I see you all the time. That's awesome as well. Amorpot, or I always mispronounce that and I feel terrible. But Scrolls represent, yeah, that's great. And we are going to have story time here. If you don't know the end of Final Fantasy VI, you see we have all these wonderful people that we never met. Terra's a monster, and we're all going to fly away in the path together. So Worlds Collide, once again, it is a lot of fun. It's pretty interesting as a game. But one extra bonus here that we're going to go into real quick is that we get, with everything we download, unlike Final Fantasy Randomizer, is we get a spoiler log right away. So I'm just going to pop this open and show you all real quick what was available while we were running around here. This is all of our flags. The seed name was Actual Fun Zone because I screwed it up before. Here's our settings here. The one I got wrong before was the shop inventory was not shuffled because I changed that. Auction house, we could have gotten Odin or the red jacket. Who knows, could have won it. Ancient Castle had the offering, which would have been nice for Locke, but obviously wasn't necessary because you saw how much he was swinging Ragnarok at the end. And then you can see all the other things we missed, like we missed Shadow. Notice I never equipped the Marvel shoes. Alexander's at Daryl's Tomb, which is a place I check sometimes. Okay, Yamaro, forget him. Mog, forget him. No, we had a Moogle suit, so it was fine. Strago's in the Fanatics Tower, which in the randomizer does require you to have magic. We got Locke in the Imperial Camp, which was nice. What else is worthwhile that we missed? I'm glad we got the Magus Rod. Like I said, I can't complain about that. The Floating Continent had Raiden and Setzer, but interestingly, it doesn't look like it only had one item at the front. I thought typically the Floating Continent had two. So I'm a little curious about that. Typically that was oh, that's Fanatics Tower. I'm stupid. Nope. I'll have to ask about that, because typically that has three things. Yeah, we saw most of this. The Velt had signs, so you could have fed Mr. Thou the meat, the dried meat. I always find that amusing. Phoenix was in the Velt Cave World of Ruin, so I could have gotten life through that way. But overall, was Ragnarok. Ragnarok, the sword was on the Phantom Train. Ragnarok, the Esper, was in the Lit River. Cute. And then it also has a list of like where shops were. Fortunately, I found the fire rod really fast, so that's one reason my time's a little bit lower. I didn't have to check nearly as many shops. But let's see, where's the dried meat? Okay. The dried meat was not in a store, it turns out. And that can happen sometimes. In that case, you need to actually convert and steal the dried meat, or actually find it somewhere. And the Paladin Shield, it's actually not available in the seed item. Interesting. Interesting. So obviously we had the tools to make it happen, but at the end of the day, we didn't have some of those strats that a lot of people lean on as well. But thanks again for those of you who stuck around to watch all the way through. Like I said, when I put this up on YouTube, I'm not going to be splicing. It's just going to be, there's a run. So hopefully we can get this further down. When I first ran this, it took me about 4.5 hours. And it could have been longer if I didn't have experience in other randomizers. So definitely, if you decide to play this, play it nice, casually, just see what it has to see. Have the spoiler log open if you want. Just take your time, have fun with it. I'm going to be working on seeing if I can eventually get down to a sub 2 hour time, because I think I can do it if the stars align correctly. and if I don't suck at menuing so much. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. My voice is obviously going, so I'll put this up on YouTube later at some point. But once again, this is Asher. Have a great afternoon, great day, great time whenever you're watching this. Take care.